Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Nikia. If this is your first time in my channel, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us. And today we are going to be doing a tutorial on that top using a splash and spread pattern method. And this method means that you are going to be using a dart manipulation method. We are going to manipulate our dart and we are going to insert it, do a lot of activities on our design to give it that unique dress. So I've already drafted my pattern. If you don't know how to draft your basic bodice pattern, please do as well to check our other videos. You'll be able to understand this. Because of time, that's the reason why I don't go into this, just drafting my normal basic bodice pattern. So I've already drafted the basic body patterns. I've inserted all the allowance. I've inserted the measurements we needed for the person, for the owner. This is the measurement you need: your top length, which is the full length of your top. You need your back, which you are going to divide with 2 to give us 7. We need our bust, which you are going to divide by 4 to give us 8.25. We need our waist, we are dividing it by 4. We need our hip, we are dividing it by 4. We need our waist to our shoulder to waist. We need our under bust, and we need our nipple point, which is our bust point. So, and that is it. I've already inserted the measurements we needed. If you know how to get your arm points and all other basic bodies measurements, please check our other videos. Thank you very much. So let's go into today's topic, today's lesson. So as you can see, the first thing I want you to notice that I folded my pattern paper into 2. I folded it into 2. Look at it here. Folded my pattern paper into 2 because the design is not in the 2 sides of our pattern, it's in one side. That's the reason why I folded my pattern into 2, so that it will give me the desired design I want. So you're going to fold your pattern into 2 before inserting your normal basic bodies. After doing this, after putting your pattern, drafting your basic bodies, the next you can see the neck. I've already inserted the neck, which is 3 by 3, shoulder slope, every other thing is already there. So let's go into today's topic. We're going to get our nipple to nipple, and our nipple to nipple is what? Is 3.5. Our nipple to nipple is 3.5. It's 3.5. Oh, sorry. Our nipple to nipple is 3.2. Sorry for the mistake. Our nipple to nipple is 3.2. We are going to use our ruler to join it together. After joining it, we are going to trace it to our armhole. Because one side has armhole that, so that is why we are joining it to our armhole. So let's do that, please. I'm going to use your cuff ruler to join it. So after joining, getting our armhole point, let's insert our dart. So we are going to remove ½ inch from this our armhole. We're going to remove ½ inch from this armhole. So the ½ inch we're going to split it into 2, which is going to be 0.2 here, 0.2 here, because I will not be able to reach my tape rule from this half. So I'm going to start my ½ inch from here. So that means you're going to remove 1, 2, 1, 2 here. Okay, what I mean is that you're going to start your ½ inch from here, which means that you're going to reach this 1/4, our tape rule. You are going to remove 1/4 of this from one side, another 1/4, making half. So as you do, I did it 1/4, 1/4, 1/4 of half of 1 inch, 1/4 of 1 inch, which means you are going to remove 1, 2, 1, 2 from both sides. So let's do that, please. After joining it like this, next I'm going to do is we're going to use our tape rule to measure your measurements from here. You're going to measure here from this place, because you have already drafted our armhole, right? This is where our armhole is going to start, because this is the front. So you're going to put your tape rule here and measure what we have here. We have 6.1 here. So let's do the same thing here. We have 6.5 here, which means that it's not the same. So to make it the same, that means we are going to do what? We are going to extend our tape rule. We want to make it the same. The line A and this line, we want to make it the same. So use your tape rule and mark this 6.1. Make sure it's the same thing. We're going to mark this is where our 6.1 ends. So you're going to mark, you're going to join this line. The line that stop here, you're going to join it to this place. So this is our line, and this one ends here. Okay, this is the line. And just do as well, and just cancel it. So the next thing we are going to do is let's mark our half inch at both sides and connect it to our bust point. This is our half inch. So we are going to connect it to the bust point. This is it. And we're going to connect it to this place. We're going to connect it to the full length. You can just mark 5 inches. So just connect it to the 5 inches. This is it. Okay. So after connecting it, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our bust dart. So the difference between my bust and my back is 1 inch. So I'm going to go down by 1 inch for my bust dart, which is part of our normal basic bodies measurement. So after joining, putting it like this, and mind you, please, I did not add sewing allowance by the side. So I'm going to add it when cutting my fabric. So I'm not adding my sewing allowance. So after doing this, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fold our fabric. So let's fold it. So the next we're going to do is we're going to cut everything out and spread our pattern. Please, the space that is going to remain in your fabric, leave it, because you are still going to make use of it. Okay. So I said before you cut it, that allowance that I said, this 1 inch, put it back by the side, return it to the side and connect it back. That is it. Then let's cut the fabric. When you are cutting this place, note that this one ends here and this ends here. Okay. So that means you're going to cut it to this place. And the other one, you're going to cut like this. So this is it. So after cutting the whole fabric out, next I'm going to do it. Let's fold our fabric together. We are going to cut it out and put it in. Cut your darts out. So after cutting it out, we are going to close up our bust darts. Let's close it up. Use your paper tape and close it up. Let's do the same thing to the other side. Make sure whatever you are doing to this side, you are doing to the other side too. Okay. After closing it up this way, over fold it into two again and cut out the design. Our darts, we are going to cut our darts out. Let's do the same thing here. So after cutting it out, this is what we have left. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up. We are going to open up our pattern paper. The same thing that is here, let's convert it to the side. The three that is here, let's do the side. Okay, let's do. So the three that is there, we're going to use our cup ruler. To get the line. And the next thing we're going to do is you're going to come down by 6. Depends on how low you want your. Okay, let's go. As you say, we are going to come down by 6. I said it depends on how low you want your own to be. But I want mine to be low. Or let's go down by 5.5. Let's go down by 5.5. Okay. If you want your own to be more to lower than this, yeah, you can as well just do it. Okay. But I want mine to be 5.5. Just use one side. Depends on where you want your own to be, either on the left side or on the right side. After doing this, try to get 3 at this side. This is our starting point, right? So we are going to measure 3 here. Another measurement, use your ruler to connect it. So this is what is going on. So the next one is either you use your cup ruler to connect everything, or you use your hand to connect it. So it depends on how you want it to be. Okay. Let me use your hand. You can use your hand to connect. Just connect it this way. Okay. And you can use your cup ruler to connect it. So this is it. This is what the neck is supposed to be giving you. So that is it. After getting the neck, what you are going to do, you are going to get the body right. You can just cut the neck out or leave it like that. So we are going to tape. Let's tape. We are going to tape our paper. Just tape your paper together, the down part. So after taping it together, let's assume we are using this side. Okay, we are using this side for the. This is where we are placing. This is going to be our spread and pattern side, our spread, our splash and spread side, because okay, we are going to use this side. Okay, the next we are going to do is this side. This side. Okay, let's connect this. We have 2.2 here. Okay, let's connect this before going ahead. Okay, hope you understand what I'm trying to do. After getting this, you are going to go up. You are going to go up by 2 inches, and we are going to connect it to this our dart line. Connect this. Once you go up by 2 inches, we are going to connect it to this our dart line. Okay. After connecting to this line, next we are going to do is let's use these 2.5 inches. We are going to connect this line. We are going to connect it to this line. Or before you connect it, go inside. Before you connect it, after okay. So look for extra paper because our pattern paper is not long enough. Look for extra paper and join it with the fabric with the pattern paper. Just join it with the pattern paper like I did. You can see the way I did mine. And just join it. Any extra part that you have, just join it to the entire pattern. That's it. And after that, the next thing we're going to do is make sure your pattern paper starts from this joining, this dart line. So we are going to go inside by 1 inch, and we're going to trace it to this line. After going inside by 1 inch here, we are going to join this line to this. We can use another method to get this line, but we are not going to. If you use another method, we will not be able to contour the bust to the clothes. The bust and the under bust, the waist we will not be able to contour it very well. That's the reason why I'm doing all this. So we're going to connect it, and let's connect it to the down part like this. Okay. After connecting it like this, measure from the starting line and the end line our top length, the full length that ends our top. This is the line that ends our top, right? Just go down by 4 inch. Go down by 4 inch. Okay. After going down by 4 inch, use your ruler to connect, to join it back to the side. Okay. So this is it. You're going to join it like this. After joining it this way, you can as well cut it out like that. Mm. After joining it, after cutting it out, sorry, this area too, you're going to cut it out. The reason why I have this line is because I was thinking of changing this style, but I later decided to just do this. So after cutting it out like this, right? Next you are doing it. If you notice that from the waist there is a little bit space here at the middle. So it depends on how you want the slit to be. But I'm using 5 for mine. Just go down from the waist, go down by 5. Use the waist, right? Just go down by 5. If you want yours to be higher than this, you can do this. So after going down by 5, this is our line. I'm trying to get the line, okay? Okay, this is the line. So we need to measure. Okay, let's use half inch. I don't want it to be too open. So this half inch here, and let's use half inch here too. Another half inch here. So you're going to measure half inch here, then connect it back to this line and do the same thing here. And then we have okay. And let's cut. So this is it. So you can just notch, you can notch this area. Oh, sorry. Is this my 5? I think I made a mistake there. Oh, this is my 5. It's supposed to be like this. I thought this is my 5. It's supposed to be like this. Let me correct it. So this is my 5. I thought this is my 5. So this is it. So the next thing I'm going to say is that when you are cutting your fabric, notch this area so that you'll be able to know when to stop, when the slit is going to start. So just notch this area. You can remove your fabric like this. You don't need this one anymore. So you can remove it, and don't forget to notch this area so that we can know when our slit is starting. Okay, just notch it a little like I did. That's it. The reason why we are doing it like this, I said it earlier, is to contour our bust, our under bust, to contour everything, to give it the shape we want. We don't want our top to be shapeless. That's the reason why we are passing through all this procedure. We can, like, another way we can do that, we don't need to do all this, but I want everything to be given. I want to contour the bust, make it, I want to make it have shape. So the next thing we're going to do is, we are going to use our paper to join all these lines together. This is when we are going to do the spread and splash pattern. We are going to join all these lines together. It's going to look a little bit difficult for you, but don't mind. Just join it together and it's going to give you shape. After taping it, you can see that our bust is already giving the bust shape. You can see the way it's looking, right? It's already giving the bust shape that we want. So the next we're going to do is we're going to spread it then. So you can notice that the spreading starts from this from this place, let's say from our bust to the waist. That's where our spreading starts from. So we are going to use our marker to mark it. Okay. So after marking this one, let's cut our neck. So next we're going to spread it. Before you spread it, make sure you mark it, okay? The way we notch this place, don't forget you are going to do the same thing. Yeah. We don't need to, since we notch one side, it's going to serve as the other. Because I forgot to notch it though, but you can notch it before you do anything. So the next one we're going to do, we're going to cut it. And I said before you cut it, number it. 1. Depends on how you cut it though. 2, 3, 4. Because we mark it that way to give you. So let's put it. You can decide to just place it on another pattern and draft it and do it. But I don't want to waste my pattern paper. I'm going to place it on the fabric and do that. So after spreading your pattern this way, you can see that I've already spread my pattern. This is how you're going to spread it. Give space. The place you slash. So you're going to spread it. That's the reason that we call this method, that's manipulation method, and splash and spread pattern. Splash and spread method. So you manipulate the data and that and spread it and splash it and spread. So this is it. So the next we are going to add half-inch allowance here, and we are adding 1.5-inch allowance at the side. Okay, 1.5-inch allowance at the side. The neck we're adding half-inch allowance. The armhole we're adding 1-inch allowance. The shoulder we're adding 1-inch allowance. That is it. So let's add. Oh, we have already traced out our pattern. The neck I added half inch at the shoulder, half inch at the side, and I added 1.5 inches by the side and half inch at the length. So let's cut it out. So you can see that we have cut this out. We have cut it out. This is it. So we are going to put gathers here. We are going to do gathers here and sew it to the other side. So let's cut the remaining of our fabric. We are going to pin this one down too, and we are going to add our allowance the same way we add allowance to the other side. This out. Make sure you notch where we are using, where we notch on the fabric. And note that this is where your split is going to start from. That's the reason why we are notching it. Make sure you notch it. That's it. I've drafted the bodies of the back. So you just drop it on the fabric because of time. And if you know how to do this, please check my other videos where I drop a tutorial on how to draft a basic bodies. The front and the back is there. Please don't forget to check. Thank you very much. And if you do know how to do it, I just did normal basic bodies, 3 by 1.5 for the neck. I put the person body measurements, did everything, the armhole. That is it. So I did everything. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut it out. After cutting it out, I'm going to cut the lining and I'm going to cut the sleeve. How to draft a sleeve pattern too is already on my channel. It's already there. So just check everything out. How to draft your perfect sleeve, everything. So I'm going to cut this out, cut the lining and the sleeve.